So in this video, I'm going to show you how you do UV mapping. So it's taking a flat image like this and mapping it onto our 3D object. So we're going to start with a file that we had the last day. Here's what it looks like. Okay. First thing we need to do is to download our material, our texture that we're going to map to this object. So if we just go to Google Classroom and open up assignment 4, which says Pat JPEG. Okay, when you get to this option, you can either right click Save Image As, or you can do open a new window. This is just as easy. Right click Save Image, save it where your other Blender file is. The easiest thing to do. It's just called Pat here. I'm going to save it. It's going to ask me to replace. That's fine. Okay, go back. Now we're at the minute we're in the default it's 3D design view, and in Blender you can have lots of different views. So we're going to click here at the top, and we're going to go to UV editing. Okay, so now we have, if we zoom out here, we have our 3D object in its and then we also have a 2D version here. Okay, this is where we're going to put our 2D image, so then we can map it onto our Postman Pat van. Okay, so what we need to do is click on Open down the bottom here, bottom left. Click on this option, Open. You're going to scroll, find out where we've saved our file. Just have it here, Pat. We're going to open image. Okay, you'll see it's a bit too zoomed out. We'll zoom it out a bit. So you have the van from different angles, from this side and from that side, and then from the back as well. So what we need to do now is we're going to take this image here and map it onto our 3D object. So we're going to go back over, make sure we've right clicked on the van, the red part. Okay, we're going to go into edit mode, so press tab. Okay, you'll notice that you can see through the van. Okay, so we want to get the same view as we have here. Okay, like this. So it's sort of like on side like that. Press A to unselect everything. Now I want to show you what happens here. We're going to press B. We're going to select, and you'll notice it's selected parts of the van that I don't want to select. Okay, I only want to select the front. The front of the van, the bonnet, the window, and the roof on this side, with nothing else. Okay, so to do that, just go back, press A again to unselect, and the option is down here. Okay, this option, it says limit selection to what's visible. Okay, so we're just going to click that button. Okay, so now we only select what's visible. Okay. So once you're happy with your view that looks close to this one, okay, press B again to box select. Okay, if you've done it correctly, the front faces are all highlighted. If Anson is not highlighted like this, like the yellow around us here, then it's not going to work. If you scroll around the back, you'll notice that the back isn't selected, so that's what we want. We just want the front 3D view if it's selected. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this shape and we're going to do what's called unwrap it. We're going to take it off our 3D object and then make it a flat image, so then we can put it onto the left hand side here, which will help us to put our texture on. Okay. So in the middle here, you should have lots of different options. You want to go down to the one that says shading and UVs. Click there. You'll find one that says unwrap. So click on the one that says unwrap. And we want to do the one that says unwrap project from view. So what it's going to do is going to take what we can see here and make it flat. Okay, so hopefully this will work. Click on this button. Okay, you'll now see it's now over here. on this side, on the left. Before you start doing anything, you want to press G, and that grabs everything like this. So we can move it so it's close to where we want it to start. Okay, click there. So now we need to reshape it so it fits onto this image. So to do that, you press A, which unselects everything, and then you right click on the corners here, on the little points. Okay, right click, and then press G again to grab it, and then just move it to the outside of the image. G, press right click again, press G, and keep doing this until you have the shape corrected where you want it. And press G again, just get rid of that, and then grab it, move it down, take this one, move it down to here, so you can see where the shape should be on your 3D design on the right, and then try to match it up on this image here. Okay, press G if you, and then just click to set it, press right click to grab, and then G to grab it, and then the same, keep doing that until you get it mapped onto here. Press right click, G, click, right click to select, press G, and then just single click. Okay, so I'll just pick this one first, bring it down here, right click, G, okay, right click, G, okay, right, G, grab it again, okay, G, okay, G. Okay, so should be getting close to it now. If we click here on the right, we should have an option for texture. Okay, so you see the texture now is mapped onto here, so you just choose this option, textured. You can also try rendered. Okay, textured again. Okay, so once you're happy with it, then that should help. Okay, and then you repeat the process. So if I was to press A again and do unselect, I can also grab this. Make sure I'm in object mode. So right click that. This is the light source in here, so I can move this around. Okay, to see what my object looks like from different angles with the light. Okay. You can also add another light, shift A, lamp. So you can have more than one light. See what it looks like. Okay, so here again we want to do the same with the back here. So we're going to do right click on this one, go into edit mode. But this time we're going to just have the back of it. So press B. Okay. Let's try that again. Select image. Tab. Okay. Open. Okay. Open image. Okay. So if that happens, you can just simply open the image again. Okay. So the next part is to map this one onto here. Okay. So let's try that and see.